Willkommen, bienvenue, welcome. As part of this project, we worked with over 100 students from across Europe. And this is their story. We started by inviting students with disabilities from Ireland, Norway, and Belgium to apply to take part. We asked them, if you could give one piece of advice to your younger self, what would it be? We had 81 applicants with some great advice. Always stay positive. Life is made out of ups and downs. Having a negative attitude won't help you any further. In a way, I am thankful for my disability because it made me who I am today. Strong, positive, and most of all, grateful for what I have. Because after all, your disability doesn't determine who you are. You do. It is no defeat to ask for help. Don't believe you're a superhuman. Everybody needs a break sometimes. Enjoy every moment. It sounds cliché, but as a student with a learning disability, you are constantly reminded of the things that you have difficulty with, or that you don't excel in. I truly believe that with the right support from the schooling institution, people with any form of disability can find their way and can be successful. I would encourage young me to face his problems head on and to never give up, to always keep your chin up, even if you made a rather silly mistake or a test didn't go as planned. Live life to the fullest every day. My advice? Don't choose a university based on where your friends are going. Do ask for help. Join clubs and societies. And finally, don't leave things until the last minute. Like I did, submitting this application 5 minutes before the deadline. From these applications, we brought 9 students together for a week in Dublin City. But wait, who were these students? They seem pretty cool. Tell me more.
Hello, my name is Sophie and I'm from Belgium. I'm not just a student, I'm a learner. I finished my previous studies, management, in 2009 and I worked for a period, but I had to quit my job due to health issues. This really changed my life. And although you may not expect so, it changed my life in a positive way. I had to consider many things, because I'm no longer the person I used to be. The search for facilities to help me being a successful student wasn't always easy. That's why I was so happy when you contacted me to join this project. Can we help to tackle the struggle for students with disabilities? A universal design for learning, easy to access for students, and clear, and why not, inspiring for teachers. To finish, let me ask you this. If you listen to Beethoven's music, do you think of Beethoven as a deaf person, or do you simply admire his symphonies?
Hello, I'm Caroline, and as you could just see, I'm not just a student. I do a lot more with my time than studying alone. I love to meet my friends, I go swimming with them, I love to dance, I do self-defense, I love to travel and so much more. So that's a bit of the life I lead, and I live that life in Ghent. And I was really interested in the international perspective of this project on good education for regular students and students with a disability in higher education. which is another motivation to participate on these projects because I have a disability of my own. I was born with a light paralyzation on the left side of my body, so I was really keen on meeting other students with a similar situation.
In the focus groups, these students had a chance to have their say and tell us what they really think. These students even got to present at a conference run by a head and share their own stories.
Hello, I'm Seppe. I'm one of the students of the student focus group. When I was in my 5th year of high school, I was not motivated at all. I think I got used to not doing well in school and also meeting my limitations a lot. So in the end of the year, I failed a couple of my classes, and they had all the teachers together and the principal to discuss if I could pass the year or not. One of my teachers, my biology teacher, he told the other teachers that he would, I think, like vouch for me, and he put himself on the line basically, and he met with me the next year once a month to see how everything was doing, if I was doing well in my classes, if my homework was going well. And I passed my last year of high school with honors. So for me, it made all of the difference, because if I had to repeat my year before that, I think I would gotten like more demotivated and even more upset with the school system. So the fact that he put himself on the line to help me and tutor me, I guess, that made, for me personally, all of the difference. So.
Hi, my name is Colin. I'm a 4th year student in NUI Galway, the west of Ireland. I was asked to describe a teacher also that inspired me, and I'm going to talk about my mathematics teacher in secondary school. I was a very weak student at maths myself, and it took me that bit longer to understand how to do different calculations, etc. And because there was so much in the course, the teacher wasn't able to explain everything to me at the rate that the class were going, so I had to get extra help outside school from another maths teacher, and she explained everything according to my ability. And she led me to believe, she inspired me, and she always said I could do anything I wanted if I put my mind to it. And she led me in my way that I was able to do, that I was good at, to do stuff I was good at. And it was from her that I really got my inspiration and was able to go to college and continue my education that way. Thank you.
Everyone went home with plenty to think about. And a few months later, back to Dublin. And these students got to meet with a big group of Irish students for some focus groups. There was coffee, pastries, and lots of talking. Everyone shared thoughts, stories, and ideas. The students told us what the toolkit should look like, what the content should be, and how the content should be delivered. The toolkit should be logical, simplistic, and broken into categories. The toolkit should take the form of a mobile-friendly web page. It should be organized by topic, not by disability. And most of the students don't think of themselves as being disabled, so they didn't want to see this word all over the toolkit. We took all of these ideas and made them into an online resource for students called the Student Toolkit. The Student Toolkit is an online resource for students, universally designed and driven by the advice of students. Articles and videos about a range of different topics, from taking notes to writing an academic essay, from how to write an email to a lecturer, to what you can do when you're going through a tough time. The mobile-friendly website will adapt to your desktop, tablet, or phone, meaning the information can be accessed anywhere, even on the go. The articles also have links to videos, websites, podcasts, and apps. So however you like to learn, there's something for everyone. Disability or not, all students have questions. The website is focused on advice for common problems, rather than prescribing a set list of fixes for different types of disabilities. After all, it's not just students with autism who have difficulties making friends. And it's not just students with dyslexia who have problems on how to structure an essay. That being said, students with disabilities do face some additional issues that other students do not. So we've got you covered there too. Simple, intuitive, and easy to use. Get from the home page to the information you need within 3 clicks. Straight to the point information that the students have asked for. When you start at university, nobody sits you down and teaches you how to become a good student. So now, there's a resource full of the stuff that today's students have said they need. Check it out for yourself at studenttoolkit.eu. To recap, we engaged with the students, we got to know them well, and we shared their stories. So as professionals, what you can do is get to know your students, listen, engage, talk, appreciate the diversity of your learners. Engage your students, be open, honest, and approachable, and include them in the learning process. There is a continuous rise in diversity in the student population, so be reactive and proactive. Share what works, pass on your learning and your wisdom. A group of the Dublin students also had the opportunity to work with a local poet, Colm Keegan, to write a group poem based on their own experiences of college. They were also invited to design stamps based on their experience as a learner.
Here we come, from all directions like leaves on the wind in autumn, lone motes in the ebb and flow of morning traffic, hopping off buses, jumping out of our parents' cars, waving goodbye or just walking. Some talking to others, most not. This is the first day after all, we don't know anybody and we're trying to play it cool. Here's where it starts. Looking around at where we are or staring down at a map, a timetable, a mobile phone, drawn towards the same place with that name we've been savouring, repeating to our parents, our friends, to anyone who'll listen. This morning, we're going to college. College. Stepping into our tomorrow, weighed down with backpacks, folders, laptops, tablets, coffees, bottled water. For some that's plenty, maybe too much. For others, that's nothing, because we're carrying something else. Anxiety or something bigger maybe. The hangover of a one-night stand gone wrong. An argument with a cheating lover. A recent death in the family. A problem with drink or drugs or both. Or maybe we've once been told that we're simply the wrong sex, the wrong religion, too old, the wrong colour, not fit enough. Disabled in some way that didn't make the grade before. Maybe school just never felt right. Maybe this is our second try. Maybe that's keeping us back all the time, holding us down like chains or anchors. Maybe we're here, but ready to bolt, ready to throw it all away. But we won't. Not yet. In our hearts we've stowed away hope, humanity's oldest motivation, and like flames inside our rib cages we hold our dreams. Some almost extinguished, some undiscovered like distant stars. And all we ask from you is that you see this and give us a few things. Consistency. An environment that cares for our minds, our bodies, our souls. Somewhere to make friends. A system of mentors we can trust to turn up in both senses of the word. To look for what we can't see in ourselves. Experts who are out there still learning themselves, eccentric, stern, passionate, always inspiring us to work harder than we want to. Harder than we think we can. And if you want to know how hard it is for us, just ask. The best of you always do. Give us these things and we all become part of the plan, a connected part of the whole, like the intricate parts of a watch, but less separate. So much more than just one cog, more like the people who invented the watch itself, or tracked the sun through the sky, plot the cosmos, or mapped the soft machinery of the human heart. Here we come, from all directions, like leaves on the wind in autumn, students who want to stand as graduates, not just of a college, but of a way of being alive, a way of thinking, a way of believing that anyone can be the person they dream of being.
So do these students live happily ever after? Well, that's up to you.